Hi, Yagmore. How are you? Postal, hi. I hope you're well. Hi, Dasha. Hi, Julie. Eve. Julie, I'll have to catch one of your lives. I hope you're on again this weekend and I'll let me know, SMS me and I'll jump on. I keep missing your lives, but you're always on mine. So sorry about that. But yeah, I've been working and stuff as well. But just make sure that you let me know, right? And if I can, I'll jump on. Hi, Blessed. How are you going? We're going to do a collective. I'm very happy to show you my new cards today. I got this beautiful deck. Here's the box. It's called Tarot Louisville. You can buy it online directly through the company. You can't really find it anywhere else. And I'll put it in the description of the cards that I'm using. I haven't today, but I will do. It's very expensive, but I saw it on a YouTube channel. Someone else was using it. I've never seen it anywhere else, and I was like, God, I have to have that. I have to have that deck. Hi, Eddie. Hi, Moonlight. Moonlight, Eddie. All right, let's have a look. How are you all feeling? I'm actually feeling really good right now after this eclipse. It didn't really, I think the Mercury retrograde affected me a lot more than this eclipse has affected me, but we're not over eclipse season. So we've got another eclipse on the 28th, 29th of this month, depending upon where you are in the world. And it's a lunar eclipse. So we do have this window of between the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. So, you know, it's not a great time to manifest. It's not a great time to think very heavily about what you want to release either. So just go with the flow with this eclipse. It's all about the moon. So that flowing energy, and some fears may come up. Your dreams may be more vivid, but just go with it. Okay, let's have a look at the main energy today. I'm going to pull some cards from the new deck here, which is the Tarot of Louisville. Okay, we have the Magician. I was thinking about the Magician energy as like all morning. So we have the Magician. Isn't that a cool fucking card? I just love these cards. Aren't they amazing? So this is the Magician. So Virgo, Gemini energy. And I was watching something on, I think it's the Diary of the CEO. I woke up in the middle of the night and that's why I'm on late. Apologies. But I was watching something about after that Mercury retrograde, just feeling now like you've got so many plans and you want to act. But it can be very hard to, right? Because we can procrastinate as human beings. Okay. So the Magician is telling us, yes, you can do anything. You can accomplish anything. You are the wizard, the warlock, the witch, whatever, in a good way. Okay. Hi, Joan. Thank you. Let's have a look, see what else is coming out with this Magician, because obviously it depends on what cards come out around it. What else is here? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, the Sun. So look at that cute little, like, he looks like an owl. The Sun looks like an owl. This is about being really happy right now, really happy with your plans, really happy with what you want to do, with what you're doing. I like this energy. Like I said before, like the eclipse didn't really affect me. I mean, there's still that window of the next week, a week and a half, or a week at least. But I'm feeling pretty good right now. Touch wood. So what else do we have here? And the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, this feeling, this good or new opportunity coming in could have a lot to do with something you want to do that's going to make you really happy for some of you. And I know we've had a lot of aces, with this new beginnings. I know we had a lot of aces last week in the cards. So, or when I did the live the other day. So this is new opportunities. What's the possible challenge? What's the possible challenge for the collective? The Queen of Wands, to get creative, to not procrastinate, basically, to get moving. This could be a challenge. There could be a female in your life also that could be challenging you. Yeah, there's a female in my life challenging me, my mother, at the moment. And then we have the Eight of Cups. The challenge could be the needing to walk away from certain people in your life to achieve this goal, with the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles being here. Something is making you really happy, though. You know that if you change something, do something, begin something, take this opportunity, it may leave others behind. And that could be a challenge. Okay, this could be a challenge. All right, let's have a look. How can the collective work with this challenge? And that's that moon energy, right? And I know in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this card is the only card with an eclipse on it, okay? Then we have, oh my God, is this another ace? The Ace of Cups. So that's taking it. That's taking the opportunity. This is how you can work with the challenge of walking away, going for that ninth cup. Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups, that makes 9 cups, right? What else do we have? Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is all about, it can be strategy, it can be, you know, we're talking about working with the challenge. Be strategic, set some goals, only do what you love, only prioritize what you love. Yes, it may mean walking away from someone or leaving someone behind or not bringing them with you in some sort of capacity, but there's something here about being strategic to get to where you need to be a bit selfish at this time. So, you know, I don't think selfishness is a bad thing at all. We've got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. And that, of course, always talks about going with your gut feeling, going with your inner voice. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful card. Pisces energy. Okay. That was the reading. If you want these cards, I will use these cards for most of the readings. I've got to start using them. I don't want to shuffle them in the normal way, though. So let's have a look. We've got Joan is first. Let me check my audio because Eddie, it's at 300%, so it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, so the dog's gone. Hi, Stella. Okay, Stella's on the list for 2. Eddie is going to donate in a second. And Joan is first. Okay. So I hope that the audio is okay now. Just let me know if it's not. The internet is not as good in this house as it was where my house. But there's nothing, sorry, I just had to get up. There's nothing I can do about that. I just had to get my other device, okay, and silence it, just in case. All right. Bende, please don't spam. You will get deleted if you do. Okay. I'm just waiting for Joan's question. Guys, remember when you do donate, if you do want to donate, it's $5 US, not $5 Australian dollars. Okay. Energy reading for September. Birthday Virgo. Yes, we are headed towards Virgo season. What date is it now? I think it's the 13th, 14th of October. When you face the camera, when you face the table, it goes quiet. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. Mum, I have a new microphone, but I haven't set it up yet. I'm useless at that sort of thing, and I want to sort of set it up more so in, I'll try and speak louder. Okay, Eddie. I have this feeling, Joan, like you're looking for something. It could be a literal object in your home as well, and you're rummaging through something to find something. It could be anything. I'm not getting exactly what it's for, but there's a frustration that goes along with it, like you can't find what it is. Okay, that's the first thing. Oh, wow. So the first card you have is the Tower. The Tower, Scorpio energy. Let's have a look what else we have here. Scorpio, the Tower. Something's changing dramatically in your energy, possibly in the next 2 weeks, right? Between these eclipses. Wow. And I was going to say it's probably a good tower because I felt the energy of it being a good tower. And then you have the 10 of Cups. So this is, of course, all about rainbow blessings. It's about happiness. It's about family. It's about coming together. It's about celebration. So there's something coming in. It's going to possibly come in a lot faster than you thought it was going to come in. So what is this about, please? I love the flamingo on this card. He's just super. I don't even know if it is a flamingo. Look at him in the corner here. He's super cute. His little face and his long neck. Okay. I love this. Oh my God. See how things just happen? So as far as any legal case that you've got going on, something's going to happen really fast. You may get a call out of the blue, very unexpected in the next couple of weeks. And then we have the Justice card, Libra, energy. This also is like after Virgo season, right? You've got Virgo, then Libra. So this could be also timeline, especially with the number 10 and Scorpio being here. So September, October, November is coming through really, really strongly. And right in the middle is this 10 of Cups, which is like, just being super happy, everyone being overwhelmed with, or you being overwhelmed with, finally, the Tower's happened. Justice is served, okay? I don't know if I want to pull any more cards. So something's either happened already or just about to happen. And there's a huge sense of relief. There's relief and contentment with this energy. These pictures remind me of the movie Up, and also Coraline. Is it Caroline or Caroline? Temperance. Now you can breathe. I'm hearing now you can breathe. So there's something about just being able to relax. She's having a cup of tea here. Maybe you want to have more than a cup of tea. Okay. And you have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Let's pull one more card and then I'll pull some oracles to clarify. Sometimes I do oracles and clarify the oracles, but I like to clarify cards, the tarot, with an oracle. It's just a different way of doing it. I enjoy doing that. Okay, Temperance, Sagittarius, that one wanted to come out, and I just heard something. What did you say, Spirit? Something like bang. Okay. Oh my God, Joan. Judgment. This is where you can have an emotional rebirth. This is where you can relax, but also where you can set up the next era of your life, set up the next chapter, the next book, really. Okay. Justice. And he always looks like a judge, right? Sitting on his throne there. So justice is served, judgment is here, right? And you're able, if there was any advice from this reading, it's probably, or more likely, showing that now you can just relax and feel emotionally just content and happy. All right. There's no pentacles here. But what this is showing me is this experience has taught you or shown you how emotionally burnt out this has actually taken a toll on you. Okay. And now it's done. It's over. You've got justice and judgment and the realization of the emotional toll that it has taken. All right. Take your time planning now from now on. This is the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The Spirit's saying to take your time in planning, but do something nice for yourself, like seriously. Let's just clarify with the wisdom. Yeah, because you've had faith, you've gone the distance. This is why this has happened. This is why this has come about. This is why it's happening now. There's something about this time. Yeah, you're in between worlds. You're coming now from a very difficult place, moving into the light, okay? And because you've gone the distance, you've had faith and you've kept the course. There's so many times that you've possibly wanted to drop things or pull out because it was too hard or too strenuous on your physical. There's changes coming now, and I feel it's like either where you live or something to do with a home. You've also got the leg up card, which is all about spirit supporting and helping you. Has been doing, will continue to do so, okay? Bottom of the deck, yeah, a change in the wind. So you'll be thinking a lot about where you're living. This is a really nice reading. What's your second question, Joan? And then we're going to go to Stella. I might use the Psychic Tarot to clarify the next question. Okay. Thank you, Blessings. Hi, Blessings. How are you? I'm not sure if anyone else came on while I was doing Joe's reading. Anyway, let's have a look. What's your second question? Yeah, you're going on a trip. You're going somewhere. You got the Chariot. Oh, wow. That's interesting because the Temperance card has come out again, but the Devil has come out, and the Devil's come out in the reverse. So whatever, I don't know what you're asking, but we'll see in a second. Okay. Not yet. Just hold on, Stella. Praying for safety. The case just unsealed for safety. Okay. I don't see anything here in your cards that talks about you not being safe. Actually, to the opposite here, you have the Devil in the reverse. So you have unleashed yourself, unchained yourself from this burden. And I don't feel anything. I don't feel, there's the Devil card, it's in the reverse. I don't feel anything in regards to you not being safe. Like I said, the Devil's in reverse. So you have released yourself from this emotional, mainly emotional burden here. You're on your way. Spirit is protected. You are heavily protected. I just want to say that you are very much so heavily protected. Spirit wants you to turn your back on this situation and have some fun. You've got the Knight of Wands. This is messages. It's also like really fast movement, exciting things to come. Okay. You don't have to revisit this. You've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. You don't have to revisit this, okay? You don't feel like you have to run away, especially it came out under the Chariot card. So you are heavily protected. Spirit wants you to get your mind. That's the Six of Swords. Look at that little frog sitting there. I think it's the frog. Wants you to get your mind focused and straight and forward on what you want to do next and make it exciting. Okay, make it exciting. And you can put this chapter behind you because the Eight of Cups is here reversed. You don't have to revisit this in your mind, especially, okay? And you have the Queen of Cups here. So this is about putting yourself first. The Empress card was on the bottom of the deck before. Now we have the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune here. Wow. So we have the Fool, which is Aries. It's the 0 point. It's the start. It's the karma. It's the wheel has turned in your favor. It's in the upright. And you can start your new life. There's nothing here that shows me Seven of Swords or you know, any deception. You've got the Ten of Cups again. So this is about focusing on your happiness, focusing on your first question and the answer in your first question, okay? Let's just pull out one more card. Yeah, because of the Tower. Because of the Tower. And that's not coming for you unless it's a good tower, okay? Don't have to worry about safety. Now, you've had to sacrifice enough. Spirit's saying to focus on your blessings right now because you've had to sacrifice your time, your money, possibly, your emotions, your physical, your mental. You've had to sacrifice enough, okay? This is time where prosperity begins. It says prosperity begins is the Ace of Pentacles. Which was, oh wow, and love, and your connections and your friendships. So Spirit's really not answering. It's basically saying, no, you're fine. Everything's going to be fine. You are protected. And to focus now on your friendships, possibly, you know, a love partnership that may come in or may come back around. You've got the sacrifice card. You've had to sacrifice enough. Okay, Spirit's saying no more. Stella, post your first question. What do your spirit guides want you to know right now? Okay. There's not this deck, Spirit's saying, not this deck. Trust something will come through in time, and limiting beliefs. So ensure that you're staying positive in regards to, you know, whatever's going on in your life, whatever has been held up. We have had the Mercury retrograde. There's a little bit of lack of faith here or trust that Spirit has your back, and they do. Remember, you are never alone, okay? And there's a limiting belief here. You can accomplish anything. You can do anything. You can start anything. Perhaps there's something you want to start. You may also feel that your needs are not being met by the people around you, I'm going to say, okay? Right, hope and trust. Hope and trust. These are the cards that came out. Hope, trust, and limiting beliefs. So with the changes that are happening in your life, and they're happening in everyone's life, there may be fear associated with these changes. Very moon type energy, okay? The eclipse could have affected you a lot, or between now and the eclipse. So try and stay centered, try and stay balanced in your emotions. You may be worried about something. We've got the Nine of Swords on the split here. Okay. But things are changing for you. I actually feel that if you embrace these changes, it's going to be in a good way, okay? Socially, you may be very mistrusting of people, I'm going to say, depending upon what's happened in the past. There's a mistrust here, possibly of others. Why is the trust card here? Because it did come out in the reverse. And the hope card came out in the reverse. So trust and hope both came out in the reverse here. Okay. Someone may be trying to contact you, or you may be wanting to rush in to do something. Let's see if this is a person or this is to do with your own personal projects or work. Trust that the messages that you're receiving, especially if you're praying, especially if you're asking Spirit to show you something, trust that they are coming from your guides. Trust that the dreams you're having, there's something in them. Trust that the people you meet, okay, there's a reason for it. So trust the messages here. That's what Spirit's saying. There could be a message coming in, and we've got 33. You could be seeing 333. There's a lot of change going on. You've got 555 here, the number 14, 32, and 41. 555, and now you have 2 3s, and you have this card is a 3, 333. Okay. So there's some sort of message coming in. It could have to do with your career, work, a project that's going to be a celebration. This sort of energy is coming up a lot in the past week or two. Okay. Lots of Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands are coming out. Okay. I don't know whether you were on the last live, but there was a lot of aces in the last live that I had a few days ago. Okay. So you have 333. So there is a message coming in that's going to make you really happy, and trust that it is for you, and trust that this blessing is for you. So there's a blessing coming in. You could be, I don't know if you're working or not. You could be, if you are, you could be signing some sort of, getting a bonus. You could be, what's this about, Spirit? What is this news about? Something you've been waiting for. If you're starting your own business, you could be signing something or starting something. It's going to make you very happy. And basically, Spirit is, you are. You're at the 0 point here. You're beginning something new. Now, this can be a personal project. It can be you're writing a book, starting a website, starting a shop online, whatever it is to you. Okay, could even just be starting a group. Anything to do with groups or other people will be very beneficial as well. That's very, very apparent here in your reading. So don't shy away from others, especially if you've had mistrust from other people in the past. You're intuitive, you know what you're doing, you know if there's a red flag or you feel bad energy from someone. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself with others, because groups and other people will really support your new beginning. And if this just means that you're getting advice from someone in your community, say if you're starting a website and you don't know how to do it, like I have got no idea. For example, it's just an example. There's people out there that can really support you. We've got the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is money coming in, comfort coming in, okay? Independence. It's also September. Why is the limiting? Yeah. You may have been limited in your finances. That is rectifying itself. There is money coming in here, Stella. And it changes. What's your relationship with money? I have a very, I'm not going to go on about myself, but it's really important to think big, right? Think big. Don't think small. There's something here about career or work. Why is the fears here? There's an instability. You're feeling like you're not quite stable when it comes to finances or your security, but it is coming in because you've got the 9 of Pentacles, okay, which has come up twice now. So you may fear that, like, stability as well, but there's something coming in here. There's some sort of news, and it's going to make you really happy, and it can have to do with other people. And the Fool came out in the upright. So you are starting, yes, you're starting anew. If you're starting your own business, it can take 2-3 years to really build up your business. The thing is, if you're doing something like, it is time, Spirit's saying, it is time. It is time for you to have a rebirth, especially in regards to social and finances, and how you think about money as well, and having that not lack of mindset, basically. What's your second question? I love these cards. These are the Inner Child by, oh God, these? Who made these? Anyway, they're beautiful. It's such a beautiful deck. I love the depiction on the back as well of all the cards. It's like a shooting star. That could mean something to someone. Little shooting star there. Okay. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Luminous Star Seeds. How are you going? Hi, Lida. Okay. What's coming in love? I'm guessing you're single. What does Spirit want you to know about love? Okay, we're just going to pull one of these and then we're just going to use the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, okay, to do a storyline. Sorry if my voice is going in and out. Eddie said my audio wasn't great, but I haven't had any problems in the past, so let me know if you can all hear me okay. Okay. I just talked about this card, which is the depiction on the back of all the cards, and it came out very interesting, all right? You are possibly subconsciously, without knowing it, manifesting someone to come in. Maybe you've been feeling or having a feeling like something is about to change in regards to meeting somebody new or meeting a new person. Number 8. So we have August energy here. You may be wishing upon a star for this. You may be calling out to Spirit and saying, where's my person? Where is my person? Okay, where's my soulmate? And you got the persona card. So I'm going to clarify that because it's very much like this could be you or this could be the other person. So we've got the card of the persona. So alchemy is here. Strength card energy. August energy. These two giraffes are actually kissing. I don't know if you've seen that picture of the famous picture of the two giraffes. That could be significant, but these two giraffes are kissing. So there could be a kiss upcoming here. Yeah, this is sort of telling me that there's a possibility of a meeting with someone. Maybe you could have an exchange. Maybe you could kiss. Okay, soulmate energy on the split. Or this is just what you're wishing for, okay? Oh, how interesting. All right, this is a very interesting message. I'm getting a lot of messages, more so from this card than this card, but I'll show you that in a second. Why is the alchemy here? It's type of magician energy. It's bringing what you wish for, what you want into literal existence. Stella, I'm sure I said this to you before in other readings. You got the Ace of Cups immediately. I'm going to say if you want it, all right? If you're wanting to bring this in, let me see if I can move my camera around so you can see the cards because of the light. It's not a very good area that I'm doing this in, honestly. So you've got the Ace of Cups. New love coming in. So Spirit is saying, we're going to be offering you what you've been wishing for, what you've been hoping for in regards to a relationship. Will you take it? That's the question. And I feel that that is the question because it's up to you. Or do you like being alone too much? Do you like your own company, your own space? Have you got into, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm exactly like this. I'm exactly like this. Have you got into a rut? Or this came out in the reverse, like because you don't want to possibly be alone anymore. You want to share your life with somebody, okay? Everybody does. All right. So you've got the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which talks about success in a new relationship. Who is this person? Please, Spirit, show me clearly who this person is. This is going to happen out of the blue. You've got another ace. This is crazy. You can meet this person through something to do with business or career or something you're doing where, or this person is very generous. as well. 2 aces. I talked about this morning already, like how you're getting a lot of new beginnings for people. Yeah, this could be a twin flame. You've got the wow. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. You've got the 10 of Cups. So I'm not getting a literal, like, I'm sure if we kept going with the reading and got really into it, we'd see a person here. There's a new beginning being offered. You have manifested this. You have literally alchemized this and manifested this. And there's the Lovers. Okay. So Spirit's not showing me, you know, what star sign they are or when you're going to meet them. Although we do have 2 aces, right? We have 2 8s as well, and we have a 10. So between now and October, but you've got to want to, all right? You've got to want to, and you've got to want to trust in this person, all right? Whoever they are. Why is the persona here? 2 of Cups. Wow. So this is reminding you to be authentic. And in this card, I don't know whether you can see, but there's 2 little people holding hands in some trees here. And they're walking through the trees. And then here I feel is you. Okay. Now this card is about alchemy. The planets are aligning here. We've just had a planetary alignment, but you know, we'll move on from that. This is about your shadow side, your shadow energy. This is about not wearing a mask, or being afraid that other people are wearing a mask. And they're just strolling here. They're enjoying their stroll. They're holding hands. And Spirit sort of say, just do it and see where it takes you, okay? Even if there is mistrust or has been mistrust from others in the past, or just not feeling that you are deserving or worthy or of love, or you haven't been in a relationship for a long time, or whatever it is, Spirit's saying to just go with the flow of it, okay? Who is next? We have Yagmor Pasal Dasha. So there is someone coming in, Stella. Okay, sometimes I can give time frames, sometimes Spirit doesn't show me that, okay? Hi Dasha, yes, you are it's not your turn yet. Eddie, post your question, let's have a look. I'm going to use the, thank you Eddie, I'm going to use this new deck. I'll send you a snapshot of, or even the website that I bought it from. It's actually on the side of the box. You can only buy it literally from the company, okay, itself. And I think it's from Romania or Slovakia or somewhere Eastern Europe like that, okay. So yeah. All right. You might want to purchase a deck because I know you love your tarot decks. Okay. What's the most important thing that you need to know right now? Let's have a look. What's the next one? Hold on a second, Eddie. Energy. Wow, you've also got the 10 of Cups. So I've literally just started using this deck, and this 10 of Cups has come up 3 times already today, okay? Oh. I feel a lot here is about your relationship. We're going to keep going. Although your relationship with like social, with your person. Yeah, definitely. You've got the Hermit has come out. Yeah. This reminds me of Lord of the Rings, this deck. we have your birthday season coming up, don't we? Okay. I want to get all the cards out before I start talking, because I always just start talking. Oh, wow. You've got an ace. You've got 2 aces. This is amazing. I'm not taking the bottom of the deck. I don't feel I need to. Okay. So your energy right now, oh, wow. Oh, this is so cool. I love this when this happens. You know, we just had an eclipse. We've got another one on the, I think, 28th of August. Look at these 2 moons at the top. One's here and one's here. And it's like in between. There's something here about you moving forward. This is the 3 of Wands. This is about you're not procrastinating anymore, whether it's about your work, whether it's about your books, whatever it's about. But I actually feel it's just about life in general. And Spirit's saying, okay, so Spirit is talking to me right now, saying that they want you for this next season of your birthday, right? Your birthday season, the next solar year, basically, I'm trying to say. The sun is on this card as well. Your next solar year, I'm getting a lot of messages. Hold on, Ellie, a second. The next solar year, Spirit wants you to have a new plan, a new schedule, a new routine. Spirit also wants you to definitely look more into your birth chart and get interested into astrology. And whatever you're going to be starting, it's going to grow. Now, the reason is because in your blessings is a very similar, this is Wands, and in your blessings is Wands. But currently this, I want to, this one, this stick here, it's the one that she's holding or he's holding, okay? And it has no flowers on it. It's just a stick. It has some rope around it, okay? So Spirit wants you to like be disciplined right now into making a plan for your next solar return, okay, for your next year. Because in your blessings, look at this Ace of Wands with all the flowers and the abundance on it. Whatever you start now is going to really grow, okay? It's going to grow exponentially. In your external influence or internal influence, and it can be both, is the 10 of Cups. So that's rainbow blessings. This is a lot of happiness. This is family. This is social. This is also possibly relationships with your partner, with others as well. So right now, I feel that you're getting like any ideas that you sort of put on the table, pardon the pun, are sort of like more like listened to, heard to, you're going to get heard about, or listen, you're going to get heard, you're going to get support, okay? And the challenge is not going overboard with anything. The challenge is doing the right thing and not going over the top with anything and not jumping in too quickly, because it's going to be more of a blessing if you take your time. The Hanged Man is here. I know they're crazy cards and they're like, but it is in the upright. So the Hanged Man is here in your blessings. The Spirit's saying if you take your time, and this is possibly a challenge for you, to get it right or get it right the first time or do it right or do it 100%, then you're going to be very happy with that. Okay. And I feel the challenge could also be to do with you and your partner to keep that like romance up in the next 12 months. So I need to really consciously do romantic gestures, do romantic things. How can you work with the challenge? The challenge is the Hermit. So taking your time on doing things and also like remembering like to have romance in your life. 8 personal month, and life path 8. Yeah. Well, slow maybe is good. Why is fast better than slow? Slow is good because if you do it slowly, you'll get things done. It's going to be precise. It's going to be correct. Okay. And how you can work with the energy is the Hermit. That is your card. All right. Love it or hate it. All right. You can work with this energy by going within, by using all your wisdom, your knowledge, knowledge from past experiences. Look at things. Say if you want to start something and you're like, you've gone too quickly in the past to do it, and it's not fallen down, but it's not as good as it should have been if you'd have taken your time. So this is how you can work with the challenge about doing something right the first time. Okay, this is in relationships, this is in all sorts of things in your life in the next 12 months. So Spirit's advice, this is advice and focus. You've got the Knight of Swords. Again, fast movement energy. This is actually messages. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? Page of Cups. So that cup he's holding is this cup in your challenge. As long as you do everything from a heartfelt place, whether it be towards people, your relationship, what you're doing in your job, your work, your projects, etc., Spirit's saying to slow down. You need to slow down, okay? This is a knee-jerk reaction energy where you get information that comes in and you want to do something, say something. As long as you do it from a place of love, empathy, sympathy, all those things, okay? And your blessings is, if you do take your time, the Hanged Man, and in the next 12 months, the Mercury retrogrades may be very significant to you. This is my Mercury retrograde card, as is the Seven of Pentacles. This abundance will come. So Spirit's saying, slow down. Slow down, don't move so fast. Less is more. It's like the less you sort of try and get something done. The law of the universe. The more you want something and strive for it, sometimes the slower it takes to come in. And sometimes when we just relax or forget about something, you're not pushing it sort of away then. But I love this card. I think this card is the main energy. Get into astrology. You don't have to study it. You don't have to do a course or anything. But Spirit's saying it will really support you. Okay. Did you have another question, Eddie, or was that it? We're going to Yagmore and then Possel. So Yagmore, if you're there. Possel, if you're there. Okay, thank you, Eddie. Yagmore and then Possel. Yagmore the first. Yagmore the first. Are you a Viking? I'm getting Viking vibes. Scandinavia or Sweden or Finland or somewhere like that. I don't know. Maybe it's the name Yagmore. I don't even know if that's the thing. Anyway, is Jack's current feelings for me? He is the guy I have romantic feelings for, but disconnected from him recently. Okay. Turkey. I've always wanted to go to Turkey. Okay. Jack's current feelings. So we have Virgo energy. This is a very ancient soul. He could be a Taurus, all right? He could be a Taurus. He could be a Virgo. There's a lot of earth energy here. Let me get more information. I'll show you the cards in a second. So you may hear from this person, or you may want to reach out to them, or just have this feeling like you want to reach out to them, all right? You could have met them online. That's very apparent here. You could have met them online. This could have been a non-starter, because the Ace of Cups did come out in the reverse, which means you met and then it didn't go anywhere, okay? His feelings for you, I do feel a lot of spiritual energy with this person. He could be a bit older than you, but he's definitely, if he's not, he's definitely a very wise, ancient, there's an ancient energy about him, okay? I don't know if you met. him online. That's the Eight of Wands, which is usually my internet card, okay? But it can also mean messages. He wants to come to talk to you. He wants to speak to you. There's something very slow, though, about his energy. Now, he could be a rising earth sign, but there's a lot of earth. This could just mean that he's very grounded. Maybe he's not ready for a full-blown relationship right now, okay? We also have the Two of Pentacles. So there's some sort of decision. He's not, there's an unsurety here on a mental level as far as your relationship goes. There's an unsurety. He's unsure. Let's pull some tarot from the Rider-Waite deck. I have a feeling like there's some either other priorities apart from love or other things going on in his life. There could be something to do with work or finances. His mind could be a bit, I'm not going to say unstable. I don't mean mentally unstable. I mean like he's not clear what he wants, especially if he needs to make a decision. But I don't think this has got to do with you. I think there's like other things going on that are a priority. Finances may be important. Work may be very important to him, okay? So I don't know whether you've actually met in person. I do feel an energy of you not knowing the whole story about his life or about him or his family or whatever. There is worry on your part there as well about the relationship. I do feel there's a lot of family energy, like something's going on with his mother or something's going on with his siblings, or there's something to do with possibly housing or finance, or there's something here that he's focused on. There's like a pause in between you guys, like, because he's focused on other things right now. Two of Pentacles on the split. So just as I said that, which is very, because we've already got the Two of Pentacles on the table, okay? And it doesn't mean to say you need to know what this is. I do feel it's about money. I do feel strongly it's about money. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Ace of Wands in the reverse. So maybe something didn't work out for him. Ace of Cups in reverse. Wow, that's affected. Yeah. So the Ace of Cups has now come out both times in the reverse. I'm getting a lot of aces. Okay. He wants to start something. He wants to have romance. He wants to possibly, you know, be with you or see you. But it's like something that's gone wrong here in his personal life or with finances or with family. It's like, I've got to sort this out first. I can't like be 100% there for Yagmore or anyone if I don't like feel stable. What else is here? Yeah, so he's waiting for something to happen here, waiting for something to come through. This could be legal, this could be paperwork. So he can, it's almost like it doesn't matter what it is, as long as you know it's not your problem, right? As long as you know it's not because of you, okay? So will he reach out in the future? Yes, I do feel he will. I feel once he's got past this battle, or you know, this is about having to protect your energy. This is about having like everyone wanting a bit of your attention, and you're like, no, you know, or emotionally dumping or something like that, where he's just so overwhelmed with stuff that's going on. 7-7 on the screen. This is the card of 7. Once that's over, I do feel that he will reach out to you because you've got the 6 of Wands here. I'm getting really strong ringing in my right ear, so that could be significant. You got the 4 of Swords. Okay, so they're sort of like saying it doesn't matter what it is, because I'm trying to sort of like what is this, okay? And it's sort of like not showing me, but it's just saying when he is, and you got the 6 of Swords again, when he is mentally in the right frame of mind to pursue a relationship, I do feel that like he would come forward to you, okay? But right now he's not doing, and it's only because, see, there's no other men or women in this picture. There's no other, I don't know if you're male or female, doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is there's no like other people. He has to do some sort of healing to walk away from some sort of situation or get out of something at the moment. And I love how those two aces, it's almost like he wants to start something, but it's not feasible right now. It's not priority right now. Okay. All right. Let me just turn the heater off because I had the heater on. It's just got really warm all of a sudden. It's been really cold here in the mornings, and I set my alarm. Well, I thought I set my alarm for, it was 6:19 because I remember setting my alarm, and then I woke up and my alarm was on. So maybe spirit wanted me to sleep longer. I don't know. Okay. All right. Posel, post your question. Thank you. I'm currently working at FM. I was hoping that AT would hire me back. They took my resume here back. Okay. So it's always better to apply for a job when you're already working. You've got more sort of like likelihood to get a job. You're manifesting this. You've got the Magician on the split. So the general reading could have been significant if you were here to listen to that. You got the High Priestess also. Pisces, Gemini, Virgo energy. So Spirit is saying they have the reins in this. It's like they have the answer, they have the storyline. So like, don't try and rush something. It will fall into place when it's supposed to. Okay. All right, we're just going to use this deck. It might take longer than you think for them to reach out. So will they reach out? And then we're going to ask, should you follow up? Okay. Will they reach out? So the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. No, I don't think that, to be honest, I don't think they're going to reach out. You've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse, which is a very clear no, okay? They felt like possibly when you moved on to the other company that you thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side, that you're going to be more happy there, more comfortable there. And I don't see an offer coming in from them. So what would this mean? This would probably mean that you need to follow up and almost state your case as to why you want to go back. Two of Pentacles on the split. I hope that's making sense. Perhaps you left the company because you were going to get more money. Otherwise, you thought there was more opportunities at the company you're in, but now you're realizing that so everything that happens in our life is a lesson, right? And there's some sort of lesson in this here. Okay, so this is about reaching out to them more so. If that makes sense, let me know if it does. So should you reach out to them, and if so, what would happen? Should you reach out to them? The Judgment card. Oh, this can what's the word? This can depend upon lots of things, whether what your relationship was like with the people or your boss when you left that company, whether that boss is still there or not. Were you friends and with the people that you worked with? There's lots of Perhaps they just don't have anything for you at this point in time, but it would be nice to hear from people, right? Let's see. Should you reach out and offer your services? Queen of Cups in the reverse, Magician in the reverse. I don't think you will just yet. I think you will in the near future though. Like if you haven't heard from them, like you may give them a time frame and be like, no, I'm going to give them this time frame. I do think the opportunity is there for something good to come of, hold on a second, because I have to keep looking, AT company, all right? But there's possibly nothing right now, all right? There's a pause here. And the Magician's in the reverse, the Queen of Cups is in reverse. So I think you will reach out because you've also got the Page of Cups, but I don't think it will be straight away. I think it will be more like towards the end of the year that you would follow up. And then that's like past energy, that's Six of Cups. So I think there's going to be an opportunity at AT company for you in the near future. They may reach out, but you're more likely to reach out to them and follow up like in a couple of months' time. Okay. Dasha, post your question. Dasha, post your question. What are your boyfriend's expectations? Let's pick up his energy. I'm getting the letter S with you. So I don't know the name of your boyfriend. Let me know what their name is if you can. Thank you, Posel. Yeah, the letter S is coming through. All right, let's have a look at let's have a look at your energy first, Dasha. Like, what's your energy in regards to this? Just a couple of cards. Yeah, you're always worried that the tower is going to fall. You're always worried that you're not doing enough, you're not enough. So there's something here about your own self-worth here, and you're unsure. He could be this King of Wands. So you're very attracted to this person. You're very passionate about them, but there's something here about your own self-worth here. And you're always working really hard, like to keep the relationship going, whether it's romantically or, being the best version of yourself that you can be. But there's also something here about always being scared, always being worried that things are going to fall apart, okay, with this person and not move forward. So what is going on in his energy? How does he view you? Well, first of all, he is a soulmate, and I do think he really does look up to you. There's possible marriage in the future. I'm going to say that because that's coming through really strongly. The first card we had is the Seven of Pentacles. So he could worry. I don't think it's like about you. I think it's more so about finances and how we can be stable, only because you've got the Emperor, the Two of Wands in the reverse. So I don't feel that he feels he's at the point where marriage could be like an option right now. There's something about him wanting success in the relationship for sure. And there's also something about he is a soulmate, but I don't feel he wants to take the next step. The Fool's here in the reverse in regards to marriage or anything like that. But he does put you on a pedestal. I think on a masculine level, he doesn't feel like he's stable, strong, secure, possibly financially to give you what you need or to give, sort of thing. Okay, and he may have even said this to you. I think that lack of confusion, I think this reading will help you with a lack of confusion. You may okay, there's another thing here. So if you're feeling confused, like does he love me, does he want to be with me, any emotional way like that, Spirit is saying it's going to be okay, but he needs time to feel like he can provide. There's something really strong here about provision. There's really strong fire energy. So we've got double Aries, double Leo. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. So I do think there's no other person in this reading, only mother and father energy. Okay. Now we could go really deep into this reading, I think that possibly he didn't have a good relationship with his father, or he doesn't want to be like his father. There's something here about his mother and father also. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go that deep into it because we can start ancestry stuff, and that's not what we're doing here today. Okay. But there is the Ace of Pentacles at the end of your reading, which is like, keep putting the work into it. Focus more on your own self-worth and that you are worthy. Understand that as a masculine, he wants to be able to provide, he wants to be able to have a family, he wants to be able to, it's, for masculines in the most traditional sense, it is a lot of pressure, right? Because to be able to get married and have a family and whatever, and if you're having babies and not working and whatever, okay, it's like that's in a traditional sense. So I feel he's a very traditional type of masculine here, but I don't see any issue at all. Okay. The devil's in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, so I don't feel whatever I want to say, there's something here about religion as well, but because I wanted to say religiously, but not about the card, like other stuff. Just bear with me. So the devil in reverse, I think whatever's going on in your mind, or whatever stories we make up in our mind, I don't think at all that is the case. So you need to work on how you communicate that. This is all about self-worth. Like, it all comes back down to self-worth. So if you're thinking, oh, maybe he's interested in that other person, or maybe he's seeing another person, it's because you don't think you're worthy enough, or you're not feeling strong in that sense. I don't know whether his mother and father are still alive, or your mother and father, but there's something here really strong about parental. Okay. So you can let me know if that's the case, if you want, but there's also something about spirit stepping in there, or ancestral stuff is coming up there. I'm going to have a break in a minute, but I won't be too long. We're going to do one more reading. Julie is next. Julie. So Julie and I are going to be doing a collab, and we were going to do it this weekend, weren't we, Julie? But I think it needs to be planned. I planned a little bit better than let's just do it. Okay, so that will be I don't know, definitely in the next week. Hey, Julie, I want to try and do that, something different. Okay, let's have a look. All right. General for Julie. Yeah, we need to chat beforehand. We need to make a plan, a structured plan, so that we don't just balls it up. Okay. This is interesting because the card that's come out here, I don't want that card. I don't know why that one came out. We've only got 3. Okay. Okay, so this card, this is really interesting, Julie, because this card is called Community, but it used to be called Soul Tribe. And I used to use this icon, this little thing, picture, as my, emoji thing on my profile picture. Okay, so you've got the To Be Fair, Community, and Blessed. You've also got Yang. There's some sort, this could have to do with our collaboration. Maybe we will do this once a month or something. That's coming through. This sort of similar stuff came through with the last reading I did for you. Okay. You've got Libra, you've got Community, you've got Blessings. So there's definitely blessings coming in. This is for all your good karma here. This is good karma. You've got Libra energy. You've got August energy. You've got the number 22. Let's clarify. Why is the To Be Fair card here? Ace of Pentacles. You've got Ace of Wands energy here as well. And like I said, like, you could get, all right, I just got a really bad pain in my stomach. There could be something going on with your stomach, your digestion. You don't have to say whether there is, just like that has just happened to me since I started your reading. Okay. New opportunity where you're not confused about your road ahead. Something's coming in that you're weighing up. You're really stepping into your spiritual prowess, I'm going to say, into your spirituality. You're being more, you're letting your hair down a little bit more in regards to your gifts. You may be online a lot more. You may have been online a lot more. You're making some sort of schedule here, I do feel, so you don't sort of like confuse yourself or your viewers. I think there's more like of a more days. So you're looking. Okay, let me just say. I know what I'm trying to say. You've got like 7 days in the week. This is the number 7. You've got the Ace of Pentacles and you've got the Queen of Wands. And I feel that this is to do with your YouTube channel. I feel that you owe it because the Justice card is here. It is definitely your soul path. Your soul, part of your soul path, okay? Hi, Gothic Empress, thank you. There's something here about your soul path and something growing. So I want you to really believe in your gifts here, because this came out in the reverse. You will be successful. You will be a lot like your channel's going to grow. And a lot of it's got to do with the fact that the community needs this right now and will be needing this reassurance and hope right now. So a lot of your, and I've said this to you before, your soul purpose is to do with healing, okay? Why is the community card here? Perhaps you feel like you haven't been out there. Yeah, there's a feeling of the Death card and the has come out in reverse. So is 5 of Pentacles. So, but this is about like you feeling disconnected from certain people in your circle. You may have walked away from people. You may have seen who's there for you and who's not there for you. There's something here about releasing people, or you are finding that as days and weeks and months goes by, you want to be on your own a lot more. Okay, that's what makes you happier, and your community online makes you the happiest, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Why is the Yang energy here and the blessings? 2 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, Page of Cups, the Hanged Man. Okay. Whatever you've been waiting for, Julie, you've been waiting very patiently. It's coming in. There's offers coming in to do with your gifts. I think a lot of this, because I just know this is because I just know there's no because in my readings. I just know this to do with your channel. Why is the Blessed card here? Nine of Cups. There's a realization that putting yourself first and being accountable for your own light and responsible for your own happiness is actually, you're going to see, like I said, day by day, week by week, month by month, that putting yourself first and pouring everything into what you love and really protecting your energy is going to bring a lot of blessings for you. Okay. Yeah, the Hermit. Yes. Okay. There's I'm sick of people. I'm sick of people energy here. Okay, it could be artwork. I'm not feeling it in this reading. I feel, but that could be the 9 of Cups, like really pouring into what you really enjoy. You know, he has a star in there. You've got stars on the Blessed card. So stars talk about, you know, wishing upon a star, dreams coming true, things happening for you, things happening. And it's because you actually walked away from a lot of people, right? You walked away from a lot of deceit, a lot of bickering, a lot of selfish people, a lot of petty arguments and annoyances and just people not putting you first. or not, you not being priority at all in people's lives. It could have been to the point where you literally had pretty much no one. But this is where your strength has come from, okay? Yeah, Four of Swords in the reverse. I feel this is future energy. There's a lot more like to do with your health getting better here, I feel. Hi, Michelle. There's something here about your health getting better. And what you couldn't do before, you're going to be able to start doing. And it's because you're pulling back all the energy from what you've given out. You're pulling it back and putting it into yourself. And there's the Ace of Wands again. Okay. So there's at least one or two things that you're going to be doing that will really grow. And one of them's got to do with doing something new or learning something new. Okay. All right. The next person, please, whoever donated, post your question, please. I think it was, oh, I can't remember. That's really bad. I think it was Denise. Is it Denise? Denise, post your question. Sure, it was the Gothic Empress. So your name's Denise. Okay. Thank you, Denise. Let's have a look. Hold on a second, guys. I dropped a card. Oh, this Eight of Cups wants to come out a lot today, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Gothic Empress. After reconnecting on Monday, what direction does Samuel plan for our connection to go? Ooh. Okay, what's going on with Denise and Samuel, please, Spirit? Show me clearly. We're using the Psychic Tarot deck, and we're going to do... That came out way too quickly. It's because I didn't split the deck. So let me split it and shuffle it on the split because it's a lot easier. Samuel is quite a big deck. Communication. Okay, communication. So you may have already talked about being very open and honest and truthful, like with each other in communication when you reconnected or connected. So I don't know if you've like got back with this person. There's a feeling of it didn't go right the first time, or it didn't get off the ground as much as you wanted it to, but it has now. So there's something here about, it's like saying, listen, as long as, you know, you're honest with me, I just want you to communicate what's going on in your emotions, your mind. You know, if you're not interested, I want to be told. I don't want to waste my time. It's that type of conversation. So whether you've had this conversation or not, this could be coming up. A lot of passion here. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look out, Denise. A lot of passion here has been ignited in your heart chakra. Wow, you have the Justice card, Libra energy, but this is more so about like, oh, I like this. I really like this. I really feel that this person has definitely your best interests at heart. When the Justice card comes out in the upright, it's like they will do the right thing by you, okay? There's a lot of passion here. So he really stirs that passion with you and you with him. And then you have the Intuition card. And with this sort of question is telling me that you have this feeling, like you have this knowing that this isn't just going to be a flash in the pan. You feel that this is going to be a stable relationship or like a solid relationship, but you're unsure though at the same time because you have not chose wisely in the past, or you've come across masculines that are stupid or just don't understand what a woman wants or needs. So you're like, you have this knowing, but then you're like, but am I right? So there's something here about standing in your own authority as far as trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. The Lovers on the split. Nice. Okay. Why is the throat chakra here with communication? Yeah. So, okay. So there's a bit of a paradox with this. You've got the Tower in the reverse. So you may communicate or may be wanting to communicate that, you know, communication is the most important thing. So you're communicating this to each other, that communication is the most important thing, that it would avoid any upset or any tower moment in your life if you weren't, you know, things would unravel if you didn't communicate. So there's something here about, you know, talking this out to each other, but there's also something about not hanging on too tightly. Now, this may be like not being clingy or attached or thinking, you know, making him feel that you're being clingy to him. So there's like a energy of being very wary in how you communicate to him, especially about relationships in the past and how things went wrong, because that can make us like cling on to the next person because you think the worst is going to happen. And a lot of the time it does, because we're holding on to them for dear life. Okay, so spirit's wanting you to let go a little bit and just sort of like see what's going to happen. Why is the Ace of Wands here? The World. The World in the reverse. Let's have a look. I'm getting ringing in my left and my right ear at the same time. You could be getting a lot of downloads. Page of Cups. So this is like, again, this is you worried that this isn't going to be going anywhere. You're like, is this really going to go anywhere? Like, you may feel that he's not as emotionally mature as you is, but I'm sorry, masculines, but most women are more emotionally mature on that feminine side, only because it's, you know, the water energy, that, you know, that feminine side. So there's something about his feminine side not being as mature as you'd want it to be, even though the passion's there. And again, second guessing the relationship or yourself. So be very wary about this. This is like to be wary of this, okay? But Spirit's also saying it is time. It's time. This is also a test to do with your independence and your freedom and his independence and freedom. I'm sure relationships work a lot differently. Okay. Than they did when I was like younger. And I don't know how old you are, so I'm not being condescending, but there's something here about a balance, because the Justice card is about balance, and it says balance on the card. So what I'm trying to say is not to hold on too tightly, to give yourself both the space if this develops into a relationship, and to not worry so much that it's going to sort of like end before it begins. There may be the fact that he is a little emotionally immature than you are, but you do have this knowing that he is going to be in your life for a while, okay? If not for a long time, okay? Why is the Intuition card here? Eve, you are next. Yeah, Intuition, you've got the Devil, Capricorn energy. Okay. So I really like this. I think that you're, okay. The Intuition card with the Hierophant and the Strength and the Four of Wands is saying that you have this deep knowing that you're like, you're going to marry this person. Right? You just know when your relationship starts and starts going along, especially for the next 2 to 4 months, that you just know that this is your person. All right? That's going to be in your life for a lifetime or for a long time. So it's going to be a struggle for you to disconnect any negative thoughts as the relationship progresses. It's almost like, I know this is the person for me. This is too good to be true. Everything's going amazingly well. Things like, especially by either April or 4 months' time, things are going to get like by the end of the year, like you're going to be probably in a relationship with this person, and they'll meet your family and you'll meet their family or whatever. Something just moved in the house. What was that? Thank you, Spirit. What is that? Okay. But there's always this shadow part of you that is like, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, this is too good to be true. So that's a challenge that you're going to have to work on. Okay. Trust more in maybe it is a blessing and maybe it is going to work out. Like, what if it did? Okay. This could be a marriage. You've got the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. This is marriage energy, okay, and strength in between it. So I think what it's showing me is you are a very good match. We cannot always, like, we cannot all be the same. As far as, you know, as far as our personalities go and everything, and that would be boring, right, if we were all the same, sort of, or all the same people. So there's something here about really needing to work on your own balance. It's right in the middle of your reading, and to have trust and faith that maybe it can work. Okay, maybe it can work, right, even though it didn't work in the past with different people, maybe it can do this time. Okay, Eve, if you're there, let me know. We're going to have a quick break, guys. I'm just going to blow this candle out, only because it's like, I don't want to burn it down. We don't really need it on. I had it this morning on, and it doesn't need to be on, okay? There's a lot of light coming through as well. All right, and I've got the lights on. I need to turn them off. All right. Thank you, Denise. Now we need to see Eve, and then we've got Blessed. So Eve, AIV, if you're still there, and Blessed, not blessings, blessed, okay? And then we've got Moonlight Tarot, I think that is. And then we've got Blessings, Leader or Lida, Joshua, Luminous. So we haven't got a very long list. We haven't got a very long list today, right, at this time. All right. Sorry, the audio isn't clear. How is it not clear? It's like at 300%. It's very, maybe I just need to pull my camera a little bit closer. Can you hear me a bit better now? Maybe it just needs to be a bit closer. All right, thank you, Blessings. I'm just going to have a quick break. I won't be too long. All right, I won't be too long. I'm just going to put the camera down and I'll see you shortly. Okay, post your name so we know who's on. Thank you. Okay, thank you for waiting. Let's see who's on. Okay, blessings, post your question. We don't have anyone else talking. So, guys, I've got 8 people online here. So if you're here, please make yourself known so we can do your reading, okay? Isn't that why you're here? Okay. Okay, blessings. Let's have a look at your cards. You had the world on the split, which is good. End of the cycle, number 10. It was in the upright. I see 8 people in the live. Okay, please let us know who's here. I know it's probably getting on a little bit into the evening, but it is Friday night, guys. Friday nights don't usually have a lot of people on Friday night. All in the upright, please, Spirit. Let's have a look and see. 7 people now in the chat. What does blessings need to know? You're still hanging out. Okay, hi, Julie. Oh, well, maybe you can have another reading. Who knows? You got the judgment card. So this judgment card has been coming up a lot for people today. In this deck, it's very much like balancing the scales, like being very balanced. He's standing on the scale, and the other scale is on the same level. So it's like you're leveling up right now. You're looking at the future. You're looking towards the future and possibly decisions. Being the number 2, 20 breaks down to a 2 that you have to make or want to make. And it's almost this feeling of like, right, I'm going to do things right this time. So maybe some things have gone wrong in your life of late, and you're like, I'm going to do this right. And I still have a lot of hope and faith that I can have a rebirth and things will get better. Okay. So that is like very indicative to the question you just posted. So remain balanced and things are going to get better. Like, don't give up hope. Don't give up looking to the future, and don't give up on your own personal dreams and aspirations, especially with the 9 of Cups being here. So this is about pouring. You see all that water pouring into yourself. Okay. Focusing also, he's looking at a chest of money, focusing on finances, focusing on what you want to bring in the next 12 months or 5-year plan, making a plan. Okay. Being Virgo energy here, because Virgos like to make plans. They like to have schedules. I was just literally thinking outside, I need like to run a meal list. I only get what I absolutely need. I never buy sugar. Although I did have a hankering for pancakes yesterday. That's gone now. That was last night. I was like, oh, I'd like to have a pancake. There's something here about smelling the roses. And getting like preparing yourself for the next 5 years. I'm going to say 5-year plan here. Looking at where you want to be, looking at what your fulfillment of wishes. What are your wishes? Okay, writing a list of things down you want to bring in, whether it's travel, whether it's having so much money in your bank account. Yes, we are living in a material world. That's why we're experiencing the human life, right? So money is important. There's something here about softness, or the softness of your emotions. So pouring into yourself. And every time you feel a little unbalanced, do something nice for yourself, even if that means going to bed a little earlier so you have more rest. Okay. Virgo season could also be very significant about some decisions you need to make. That's also what I'm picking up here. Okay, so we'll look at that in a second. And then you have memories of life came out in the reverse. So Spirit's saying it's okay to be nostalgic. It's okay to have memories of the past or people in your life. But Spirit doesn't want you to sit in that for too long, especially when it comes down to the things we do wrong. Okay. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. My volume is full. It's actually 300%. When I touched this, it's 300%. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully you can hear me. Okay. I want to pull the top card. We have disappointments. So yes, like I said, there has been disappointments. There is with all of us. And there could have been an emotional disappointment, whether it's the recent past or the past, something that didn't go right. But Spirit wants you to smell the roses here and look at all the things you are grateful for right now in your life, and really focus on a plan here. There's a need to have a plan. So let me know if you can hear me, blessings. Let's pull some cards. Finances may be very significant, okay? We did see the World at the beginning of your reading. Now we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, Virgo energy is coming up really significantly. Can you hear me, Julie? Blessings. Can you hear me? Like, and there's nothing else I can do. Whether it's the internet that's dropping out, or I know my device it's brand new. There's nothing wrong with the volume. Okay, so I'll just try and speak up a little bit. Okay, it must be the internet. You need to make a financial plan, Spirit saying. Stop. Why did I say top? Stop telling yourself you can't have something, okay? Especially on a financial level. There's something about making a financial plan. Maybe you've got memories of not doing things, you know, you feel that things just didn't go right for you, possibly it's more so with others, or it's more like about as well about your life. I'm not where I should be or thought I would be at this stage in my life. That's what's coming through here, okay? But Spirit wants you to look at the blessings that you have, be grateful, and to pour into yourself right now, okay? And to remain balanced by any cost, okay? You've got the High Priestess, also the number 2, Pisces, okay? This is about having faith, like I said before, and also like, and she has all these pomegranates behind her, right? So that talks about abundance. The 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups talks about abundance. Make a plan here. There's a need to make a plan here for your life, so you're not repeating certain cycles, especially when it comes to your emotions or your finances, okay? And then all will be well. I'm just hearing all will be well, okay? But you have to have faith, and also ask your spirit guides to show you what you need, like what you want to see, show you what is coming in. You've got the Strength card. Sometimes you don't feel, this came out in reverse, sometimes you don't feel very strong. Possibly in the month of August you haven't felt very strong, but you have some sort of feeling that there is goodness coming in. There is goodness coming in towards you. There is, like, you can achieve what you set out to achieve, but you have to be structured and focused. We've got a lot of Virgo. So Virgo season, you are being advised to by Spirit to make some plans, to make a 4 or 5 year plan, even a 1 year plan, okay, and stick to it. Okay, this is about being Saturn energy. This is about being disciplined with oneself. And I know we've got Saturn very much so prevalent in the skies right now, okay? Boundaries, yes, protecting your energy, but also setting boundaries with yourself and others, yes, yeah, and having an intention, setting the intention towards your security and stability, especially when it comes to finances and emotions, okay? Oh, lovely. So you are also full of fruit, okay, blessings. It's about making a plan to have more of that good stuff. Julie, if you're still there, you can post a question. Let me know who's online. I've got 4 people online. No one's talking to me. I don't know what's going on. Friday night is usually a slow night anyway. Okay. I do have a list of people still, probably about 4 or 5 people on my list still. I don't know if any of those people are still here. We've got Eve, Blessed, Moonlight, Luminous, Joshua, Lida or Leader, okay? And if Julie's still there, Julie, you can post another question. I know, I don't know what's going on. I wonder if it's because of my internet, although why would they still be here? Okay, unless someone's spying on me. And if you are spying on me, I'm glad you're wasting your time spying on me. If you are. All right. It's around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday evening. I know a lot of people don't normally come on a Friday night. Oh, and guys, like, if you're listening, Twin Paranormal's out on Monday, so set your alarm. Actually, it's Sunday in the US, but it's Monday for me. I think it's Sunday afternoon at 4 or 5 p.m. So go support the boys over there and watch that. Really good shows. Really, really good. Okay. I'm going to just give it like a couple more minutes. If we don't have anyone wanting to come on, then we will leave the live today. I will be on tomorrow, same time. Hopefully I'm up a little bit earlier. Although 7:30 p.m. was actually really good for me because it's very cold here, guys. All right, I'm in the southern hemisphere. It's super cold right now. Yes, Australia does get very, very cold. Or I could like stop the live now and start a new live. That could be a way to go because sometimes that fixes any issues with the internet. Sometimes I might do that, blessings. Let me stop the live and then I'm going to create a new live. I won't be too long.